Well, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and it's midsummer, and not only are there, of course, the blockbuster movies, but there's a lack of something this time of the year. That tends to be a lack of good video game releases. However, that doesn't mean it's not the time to get a ton of games, because in July, as always, there's the Steam Summer Sale. And this year has been quite enjoyable for me. I've spent a grand total of $62.87 on, well, I'll give you guys a list. Now, $62.87, that's cheaper than one brand new Xbox or PS3 game, which will run $59.99 plus tax, of course, varying where you are. USD, of course. So let me list what I picked up. We've got Duke Nukem Forever, the Doctor Who clone me. We got Divine Cybermancy, which I'll get into in a second. Fear 3, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition with all the DLC. We got the Half-Life pack, which contained Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, Half-Life 2 The Lost Coast, Half-Life Deathmatch Source, Half-Life Blue Shift, Half-Life Opposing Force, Half-Life Source. I also picked up the Hitman collection, which included Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, Hitman Blood Money, Hitman Codename 47. I also picked up Just Cause, and looking further down on the list, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR for short. And in addition to Deadly Shadows, I also picked up two other Thief games. Well, Deadly Shadows I did not buy for the sale. Sorry, I want to make that clear. I already owned it, which is why I didn't buy the Thief pack. But I did pick up Thief 2 and, of course, Thief Gold. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction. And the Le Creme de la Creme, something I haven't played in a while, or something which is basically, this is probably like the 5th version of this game. But I bought Ultimate Doom, which of course includes the original Doom, plus I believe it's an additional episode. I forget, because as far as it's the Ultimate Doom was put out so long ago, it's basically became the default basic Doom. But we bought all that. Oh, I almost forgot, for the Killing Floor, we bought a little DLC in the form of a character pack. I say we, but it's me. As far as I know, as I'm not multiple people yet. But we got all that for less than what you would actually pay for one brand new game. That is a damn good deal. I did not spend as much as I spent on the Christmas sale, which I believe I spent about $100 on that. But I think that's because I really looked for the better deals this time, and I will give them credit. I think some people were very nervous about this sale because, one, they delayed it, and two, there was how should I put it? There was a leak of what the sale was going to be beforehand, and what it looked like, this looked like a bunch of indie packs. Now, obviously, the leak wasn't a full leak; it was a partial leak list, and didn't really go into any explanation. So this is, of course, a problem where you might get actually accurate information. As far as I can tell, all the packs that were listed were on sale, but those seem to just be the packs that were going to be on sale throughout the entirety of the overall Steam sale, which is great. That they have these sales that are just, here it is the first day. I know some people are going to immediately go and buy stuff. I know a ton of people went out and bought that Bethesda pack that was on sale. That was a really good deal. I was tempted to buy that, and this is why I looked as this is really good, or a really good sale for me, a really good day. Is I was going to buy that, but I decided, let me hold off, see what else is going to be put on sale. And I really wanted it just for the New Vegas DLC stuff. And I figured, I'll get Skyrim too, but I like the way I actually handled this, and this is why it's great that they have these sales, these packs that are going to be on sale throughout the whole time, because you know what? It does mean you can make that choice whether this pack is really good, it's got everything I want in it right now, I can buy it, or you can go, well, this is great. I can sit back and relax. If enough of this stuff doesn't go on sale, I can just buy the pack at the end of the sale. Lo and behold, I was glad I didn't immediately go out and buy it because they had the flash sales for $10. I picked up the Ultimate Edition of Fallout New Vegas. Now, of course, I already own a 360 version of Fallout New Vegas, but for $10, you know how much the DLC, all the DLC for Fallout will run you on Xbox Live? More than $10. So really great sale. Plus, it's now on the PC, which means I can put mods in there if I want, which means also that if something happens to the PlayStation, I can put this on something else. Or not the PlayStation, the Xbox. So I'm very happy. I really am shifting, of course, to, I think I've noticed this, from being a console gamer to, once again, a PC gamer, which is cool. I'm enjoying the PC much more now. However, one thing I kind of noticed, but if you notice what I mentioned, I own Fallout already. I also noticed I bought a lot of stuff I already own. Just so it's on the PC, so it's in my room, so I don't have to go scrounging around to, play something on my barely functioning Xbox. Or have to go down to the basement to play on my 360. For example, I already said, Fallout I own, but of course I don't own DLC. I already own Half-Life. Though I never finished it on the Xbox, so we got that. I also, well, again, that's another one I kind of bought because I don't own, I haven't played Blue Shift, I haven't played Opposing Force, plus I had the Deathmatch, so I can play on I can do Deathmatch now. Cool. Half-Life 2. I'm very ashamed to put down, I own 2 copies of Half-Life 2. In addition to this one, I have owned Half-Life 2 when it came out on the Xbox, and I have Half-Life 2 as part of the Orange Box. I really bought that pack not really for the Half-Life 2 stuff. Although I was playing the Deathmatch, and it is incredibly fun. So kudos to that. Though it is kind of nice playing it on its intended format, the PC. Really, that is what Valve, they're a PC developer. Hell, and they are the PC marketplace. Let's face it, they are the Amazon of digital distribution. Hitman is another series. I already own Blood Money for the Xbox, but as I said, my Xbox kind of is barely working. I also already own Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. Really kind of picked that up for the first game, Codename 47, which was a PC-only exclusive. But I also like having Blood Money. Blood Money is probably up there in my top 10 favorite games. Purely just by the amount of times, it's one of those games I can always go back and play. I have played Hitman Blood Money so much, I can pretty much, if I play the opera level, I know every pattern of all the NPCs, basically. I played that game too much. I, of course, also already own Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but it's been a while since I played it. Again, the Xbox is acting a little... and it's nice to have it on the PC. It was only $2.50, so the way I looked at it, it was like buying a soda. Or, okay, maybe buying 2 sodas for that. But there's other... Oh, and of course, Doom. I can't count how many times I've purchased Doom over the years. It was on my very first PC. In fact, I believe it was the first game I played on the PC. And it was also the first game I kind of rage quit because, hey, this was back when this game was new, and this was my first time playing not an online game, a PC game. I didn't think to hit spacebar to open the door. So I was like, okay, I figured out how to shoot, and I spent about 15 minutes running around the first room because I just didn't process in my mind to hit the spacebar to open a door. That was kind of me finally. Eventually, I went back and I learned, and I did the one thing that people kind of do with PC. If when you're a kid, you learn how to do this: to start hitting every button until something happens. Eventually, I hit spacebar, and I was like, "Oh, that's how that hat works." Well, now there's zombies shooting at me. Oh shit. However, I'm going to have to do some work on some of these. For any of you that have purchased the Hitman games, you might have to copy the steam.dll into the Hitman Steam folders. Likewise, I have to change the config file for Ultimate Doom because it's doing some freaky stuff. Like the top of the screen kind of flashes, and the game actually kind of slightly pauses whenever you go over an item, making it kind of unplayable. And apparently, I've looked it up. You have to go in and change some stuff. It'll be fun. But I said I already bought stuff that I already owned. I also noticed I bought a lot of stuff that was, how should I put it? Not new IP for me personally. Thief is kind of debatable. I picked up Thief during the Christmas sale, and I've only played a little bit of Thief Deadly Shadows. I picked up Deadly Shadows during the Christmas sale. So I really hadn't ever completed that game, but it was a series I liked a little I played of it, and I kind of wanted to play the other games as well, and so I picked up both of those. So maybe that one's debatable whether that's truly a new IP, but Splinter Cell is a game series. I played all the Splinter Cell games. Obviously, Half-Life. Fear 3 I have on the 360. I had the original Fear. I love that game. What else was that I picked up? That I'm probably just forgetting one. Obviously, the Hitman. I've just said I've played the shit out of Blood Money already. So, of course, the one new Hitman game I have is not new to me. Just Cause is another one. I have Just Cause for the original, not for the original, but for the Xbox 360. So Just Cause 2, that's not a new IP for me. And I really feel that for the Steam Summer Sale, and of course, I bought DLC for Duke Nukem Forever, which a lot of people didn't like Duke Nukem. I love Duke Nukem Forever. I think it was a great throwback in style to that late 90s period where you could it was truly a game that didn't take itself too seriously and really kind of both mocked and just had some fun. Probably because I never paid full price for Duke Nukem Forever. That probably helped me a lot why I like it. But anyway, so as I pointed out, there wasn't much new, and I really feel that for the Steam sale, you should try to take advantage and buy something new that you haven't tried out. Last time there was a Steam sale, like I said, I picked up Thief, and because I had 10,000 other things to play, I didn't, of course, finish Thief, but I was enjoying what little I did, and I had some fun with it. And so that's why I picked up Cybermancy. Really, that was the last day. I was really feeling guilty that I bought a lot of stuff that I already owned. And I kind of do feel guilty whenever I buy something I already owned. Now, sometimes when they're into packs, I look at it as a bonus. Like, okay, and I get this game, I already own it, but hey, I'm buying this for whatever. I'm buying this for this other game. I just happen to get something I already own, add it in as bonus. But I don't know. I kind of ironically caught my eye as a game that looked like it was interesting. Looked almost like it was very 40K-ish. And I've only played a little bit of it because this is one of those things that I know I'm going to have to spend 2-3 hours trying to learn this thing. It looks complicated as hell. I tried doing the multiplayer with a friend of mine who picked it up because I bought it. And we're both like, what the Obviously, we have to play the single player and try to do some tutorials to figure out how everything works. Looks like one of those indie games that a great game, everything seems fine. It's just they expect everyone to be a developer and kind of get all these complicated procedures down. I could be wrong. It might be very easy to learn. I just, of course, haven't done the single player, so hopefully they teach you how to do this stuff. So that's not a review of because I really have only played a match or two of the multiplayer. But I'm just bringing that up as, you know what? Try something new. Next time there's a Steam sale, the big sales, take advantage and buy something new. It was really great with the pricing they did this year. A lot of 75% offs. I really liked the fact that they had the votes where you as a community voted for what game was going to go on sale. They traditionally had the daily deals, which are normally great, and which normally also go on for more than a day. Very grateful. The only thing I kind of didn't like is and this was more just timing. I mean, the sale's gone for 8 hours, and I would kind of leave work. I would leave to go to work right before the next sale kicked in, and I'd get home, and some of these sales I really had to like kind of rush when I got home because I'd only have like 15 minutes left to purchase the game. But that's more of a timing on my aspect. 8 hours is normally good enough for everybody else. But I really did enjoy the voting features. I think the flash sales were brilliant. How they had these little flash sales pop up. They're only there for a few hours. You can purchase them there. And unlike previous years, they really did. Normally, the first Steam sale I ever saw, first great deals were there on the first day. And then after that, they would get progressively less and less great deals. Here you had those 75% off sales going pretty much throughout. Now, some stuff, especially like Skyrim, you didn't see pop up that often. I mean, it was on a permanent sale, but the really, really good sales for Skyrim, it was there like the first day. I think it popped up again on the second day. And I think there was a third time it was on sale. So I really like that they were having those 75% off sales, 90% off sales throughout the entirety of the sale. And we're going into 16 minutes just on a sale video, which is a little ridiculous. But I mean, you guys give me some feedback here. Did you enjoy this year's summer sale 2012? Did you think they were all crap? Did you think there's something better they can do? Did you not like the flash sales? Do you not like voting because the one thing you always voted for, everyone else voted for something else? You tell me. Put some suggestions, and then probably also go tell Steam that because, well, I don't know if they're going to be checking out this particular video and its comments. But I enjoyed it, and I decided to also give something new. I don't talk about video games as much as I should, and here we're talking about a video game sale, ironically. Well, sayonara. Signing off for now, guys. See you later, and expect probably a couple reviews coming out for a couple of these games. They're just really hard because, let's face it, for every new game, just to get through that tutorial, that first time you play, you need like a 2-hour sit ready to do it. And you don't feel like starting it until you know you have that 2 hours set aside. So, signing off for now.